Hello everyone, today I'm going to be teaching you guys how to do one of my favorite Photoshop text effects. It's really cool and it's really easy, and it uses Photoshop's defining brush preset feature, which is really cool. So before we get started in Photoshop, let's take a look at what we're trying to build. So here are three examples of kind of what we're doing today. So here's example number 1, example number 2, and example number 3. And so basically what we're trying to do is do this cool kind of repeating text reveal thing. I don't really know how to explain it, but let's get into Photoshop and I'll show you how to do it. So close that out, go into Photoshop, go to File, and then New Document. And I like to set my width and height at 2500 pixels. And the reason I set it at 2500 pixels is because if you set this at anything higher than 2500 pixels, it won't let you define a brush preset. So I guess that's their max limit, is 2500 pixels for a brush preset. So we're going to set it at 2500 pixels, and we're going to name this brush preset, and click OK. Now you have your new document opened, and we're going to make a brush, which is what defining brush presets is all about. So let's go to the text little icon there, and stretch open our text box, and type our text. I'm going to type classified, which is a company that I'm working on. And so we can highlight it, and we can highlight the text, or we can highlight the font little menu, and we can scroll through some of these fonts and find one that we like. And I really like that one, so we'll keep it at that. But I think I want to make it bold. So yeah, leave that at sharp and go into bold. Oh, it looks like we need to stretch this open a little bit more. So stretch that open, drag it over. Yeah, I like that. Okay. And it's nice and big, so now let's get started making the brush. Ah, damn it. Okay. Click over here on the layer to deselect your text tool, and then you can come up into, I believe it's Edit and Define Brush Preset. So define the brush preset, and we'll name the preset classified appropriately. Click OK, and now we've defined the brush. So now we can go to File, New, open another document, and we'll just leave it how it's titled. And now we can go to the brush tool, or you can hit B on your keyboard and come down to the classified brush, and now we have a brush. So we can do whatever we want with it. But that's not what we're going to do with it, so we're going to get rid of that. Don't save. What we're going to do is we're going to do a cool photo reveal thing. So we're going to go to File, Open, and let's see, Desktop, Defining Brush Presets. Okay. We're going to do something cool with this picture, which is a picture I took. And we're going to scale our brush down and add a new layer so that we have a new layer we're working on top of. And we're going to fill that layer with solid black, so we can actually go to Edit, Fill, Use Black, Fill with black. Now we're going to make a layer mask on this layer by going to the little layer mask icon right here and open up a layer mask. And on layer masks, if you paint with black, it reveals what's under, and if you paint with white, it does nothing. So let's paint with black. So as you can see, if we paint right here, it reveals the picture underneath. So we're going to Control Z to undo that, because that's not what we're going to do. What we're going to do is click over here on this little brush properties thing, and go to Shape Dynamics, and go to, let's see where we're going to go. Size, we can adjust the size, but I don't think I'm going to do that. No minimum. Let's go to Jitter. Jitter will work. Then go back over here and do spacing. Would help if we spaced it out a little bit. Okay. Size doesn't do anything. Okay, scattering. Go to scattering and adjust a bit of scatter and a bit of count. Make the count higher, and the little jitter and go back to shape dynamics and fool around with these settings a little bit. We do angle to give it a little bit of an angle. You do minimum diameter, make it a little bit bigger, and I think that might work for right now. And so close that, and if you make your brush really small, you can just click and drag. And as you can see, it makes some cool revealing text thing, which looks pretty cool, I think. And you can do that. And it only took like 5 minutes to do it. So that's one thing we can do. Kind of keep painting this in. Or another thing I like to do is we can actually close this. Don't save. We can go to File, New, and open up a new document. And then go to our brush tool or press B on the keyboard. Go in and select a soft brush. Get rid of that. Control Z to undo. And we can make this like a bright yellow. Make this a big brush. And paint yellow, and then come back into our brush and maybe grab a red and paint red, and then come back in our brush and grab a blue, paint blue, and come in and grab an orange, and paint a nice, that's yellow, orange, there we go, orange. Okay, and paint some nice orange. Then we can add a new layer on top and fill that layer, edit, fill it with black, add a layer mask, take the brush tool, and let's get our classified brush back, and you can paint, and it has that cool rainbow effect underneath. And if we go back in here, and we go back to shape dynamics and back to scattering, we can go to brush, space it out quite a bit, go to scatter and scatter it quite a bit. Do some count moving around, and shape dynamics, we can angle it. That always looks good. Angle it a little bit and close that, make our brush real small, and click and drag it around, and that creates a cool effect. And then you can make like one big one somewhere, like right there and right there. You know, I don't know. You can do whatever you want with it, but I think it looks cool. And we close that out. Don't save. And you can make brush presets out of anything you want. You don't even have to use text like we just did. Ooh, that looks cool. That's fun. Anyway, we don't have to even use text. We can go to Open, come in and select a picture, which is a picture of myself, and we can actually use this picture to make a brush. So we can go to Edit, Define Brush Preset, and we'll define this as me. Click OK. And then come over here, go to New, open a new document. And now we have a brush of myself, and we can do all kinds of cool stuff with this. We can do that. I think we can still even scatter it. If we go to scattering, and we move the scatter up, go to shape dynamics, and maybe angle it a little bit like we did before, and go to size it down a little bit, and go to spacing and space them out like so. And then we can make this real small and make all kinds of little me's, which is super fun. And so yeah, that's what you can do with defining brush presets. You can define pretty much anything you want. Text, pictures, logos. And defining brush presets is also really helpful if you plan on having a watermark. See, we've just defined a brush preset right here, and then I can just go down here and grab a nice gray color, and there we go. Watermark, instant watermark, and we can put it on all of our pictures everywhere, just like that. So that's it. That's what we can do with brush presets, and it's a lot of fun. So try it out. And that's it for today. Hopefully I'll be back soon with another tutorial if you guys are interested. So yeah, have fun.